we will learn all about technical interviews. Now, when we say the word technical interviews, we are referring to the subject-specific interviews. So, don't think that the technical interviews are only for the technical profiles, but they are conducted in any profile that you apply for. Let's look at a few points about these interviews. They are conducted almost across all profiles. They are usually one of the last stages in the hiring process. They may be conducted face-to-face or over a video call. Mostly, these interviews are not conducted over a phone call. They may not necessarily only be verbal conversations, but the interviewer may ask you to write a code challenge, solve a business case, think of a product solution, think of a marketing strategy, etc. on the spot. Do not answer the questions in only a yes or no, but share your thoughts and reasonings behind the answer. Most often than not, the interviewer is not expecting you to know everything, especially when the question asked is out of scope, but is trying to see your thought process, how you break down a problem, what direction you take when thinking of the solution, how creative, meticulous, or rigorous you are in your approach, etc. Make sure you brush up your technical knowledge, keeping in mind the technical skills mentioned in the job description. Now, we are going to look at one or two technical questions for three profiles. One of web development, the second of marketing, and the third for content writing. We will understand how one is expected to answer those questions. And at the end, we will look at the evaluation criteria that the interviewer has in his mind while evaluating your fit for the profile. This should give you sufficient idea on how to approach technical interviews. First, let's start with the profile of web development. For the profile of web development, two types of questions may be asked. One is a theoretical question and the other is a practical question. Let's look at examples for each of these. For theoretical questions, an example can be, how do you define a constant in PHP? Now, how to answer this question? You need to give a theoretical answer to this question. So, the answer can be, there are two ways to define a constant in PHP. One is by using the define function and the other is by using const keyword. Now, the interviewer may ask you some follow-up questions on this question, such as, what is the difference between const and define? What are the parameters of define function? Is the scope of constants global or local? Or she may give you a practical question as a follow-up question, such as, she may ask you to write a code snippet demonstrating how to define a constant in PHP and show the output. Now, for the evaluation criteria for such questions. Theoretical questions are given to check your knowledge about the subject, and the follow-up questions help the interviewer understand if you have only learned the answers by heart or if you actually understand what you are saying. Now, let's look at an example of the second type of question, that is practical questions. So, a sample question for this can be, given is an array of 5 numbers, identify the first and second highest numbers. Write the code for this in whatever programming language you are comfortable with. But this is dependent on the role you are applying for. If you are applying for an Android developer role, you will be asked to write the code in Kotlin, etc. Execute the code and show output. Now, how to answer such questions? For practical questions, the way of answering is pretty straightforward. You write the code, execute it, and show the output. Now, the evaluation criteria. For evaluating such practical questions for the profile of web development, these are the points that the interviewer is most likely going to look for. Output. Is the output correct or not? Time complexity. That is, how much time is this code going to take to identify these two numbers? Does it give the output in 1 second or in 100 milliseconds? Space complexity, that is, how much space does it require to execute this problem? Does it require 100 MB RAM or 10 MB RAM? Now, why do you think time and space complexity are evaluation parameters? Well, imagine opening the Internshala website. How much time does it take to load a page? 2 seconds or just about a few milliseconds? Next, think of how much space in your memory does opening a heavy website takes versus opening a light app or a website. All this matters in a web development profile. You are expected to write efficient code that takes up less space and that executes fast. Next criteria is good coding practices, that is, proper naming conventions, code modularity, and readability of code. More often than not, students do not take this seriously. But please remember, this is very important. So, we have looked at an example each for the theoretical and practical questions asked in the technical interview for the profile of web development. Now, let's move on to the profile of marketing. For this profile, the interviewer may give you a case study to solve in a limited time period, such as an hour or 2. The case study may have 2 parts to it. 1. A qualitative part where the interviewer will check how you break down the problem, approach it, and come up with creative solutions. And the second may be a quantitative part where the interviewer may check how comfortable you are with numbers. Let's look at a sample case study. Part 1. On a sports streaming platform called Spotify, subscribers can watch football, cricket, and other sports on the go. There are 2 possible subscription models that Spotify could offer its users. Users pay a monthly subscription cost of Rs 500 upfront, which is strategy A, or users get access to all the content for free for 7 days, after which the Rs 500 monthly subscription cost applies, which is strategy B. You are 1 week away from joining Spotify as the marketing manager and do not have access to any data. Which strategy will you go with and why? Now, how to answer this question? So, you may say that you go with the first approach, that is, the Rs 500 monthly subscription cost upfront, or you may go with the second approach, that is, users get access to all the content for free for 7 days, after which the Rs 500 monthly subscription cost applies. And you are expected to provide a reason as to why you suggest any of these strategies. Now, for the second part, the interviewer may provide you with the sign-up rate information for both the strategies and some other information so as to calculate revenue, and will then ask you to think again as to which strategy would be better, this time based on numerical data. Now, how to answer this question? You are expected to use the data and perform mathematical calculations on it to find the answer as to which strategy is better. That is, in which case is the company generating more revenue within a given time frame. Based on the calculation and answer, the interviewer may then ask you to come up with the ideas to make the losing strategy work. Sounds very interesting, right? Now, let's look at the evaluation criteria for such questions. So, the candidate in the marketing profiles are usually evaluated on the basis of creativity, rigor, structured thinking, and numerical ability. Alright, so we have seen the example of a case study that may be asked in the technical interview for the profile of marketing. Now, let's move on to the profile of content writing. Let's start by looking at a few examples of the kind of questions that may be asked. These are: how do you integrate SEO into your articles? How do you go about keyword research? What are long tail keywords in SEO? Now, how to answer these questions? So, if the company is hiring a fresher, then they may not expect you to have a very good understanding of these questions, but may be looking to see if you have a basic or limited understanding of SEO. Your grammar and creativity may be checked in this technical interview round or may have been checked earlier in the written test round. Now, let's look at the evaluation criteria for the profile of content writing. The candidate for this profile is evaluated on the basis of grammar, editing and proofreading, creativity in writing, sentence structuring, and technical knowledge such as knowledge of SEO. Now, this is not just the evaluation criteria for the sample questions we just discussed, but for evaluating the candidate for this profile across various assessment rounds. So, we have looked at the sample questions for all three profiles, that is, web development, marketing, and content writing. Remember, nobody is looking for just the right answer, but for your approach to the answer. So, be confident and you will ace the interview. Now, before we end this video, there is one thing you must remember while sitting for the technical interviews. Never think that the technical interviews are conducted solely to test your subject-specific knowledge only. But the interviewer is also paying close attention to your interview etiquettes as well as your soft skills such as are you hardworking and humble, do you have a passion to learn, etc. So, be prepared and be on your best behavior. Ready for the last interesting fact of this training? Well, did you know that your final selection for a job or an internship role does not depend solely on your knowledge related to the tasks relevant to your role in the company? It depends more so on how smart you are and how good you are able to make of a stressful situation. Your confidence in the interview can prove to be more worthy to the interviewer than your subject knowledge at times. So, make sure you are confident and have a smile on. With this, we come to the end of this video and this module. We have covered a lot of important things related to the placement preparation process in this training. And we hope you are now ready to be a part of the placement process. All the best.